welcome back to my channel. The anticipated cold girl makeup look, my version of it. This has been eating up online, like I love everybody's version. I feel like I haven't seen a cold girl makeup look that I have not liked yet, and it's just been amazing. Like, the girlies are really killing it. I feel like I really like it too because it's, for me, like, trying this is taking me out of my comfort zone because I was such a warm tone makeup girl, like use a lot of like warmer tones, but now I'm trying and experimenting with cooler tones, and I'm like, wait, it's eating. And that's like the best part of being like a dark skinned girly. Like, I feel like low-key you could do both, you know? You could do both. I always thought I can only do like golden makeup looks, but I learn something new every day. So yeah, I decided to do a long form tutorial of honestly just one of my cold girl makeup looks, because at this point I think I've done about 4 different looks in my short form content, like stuff I posted on Instagram, TikTok, even shorts. But this is probably my favorite one, so I was like, let's do a longer video of this one. This video will be extremely detailed. I was a little annoyed though, because I usually am crashing out a little bit because I'm getting to that hunger point. Like, after, I usually starve while I'm filming, and then right towards the end the hunger starts kicking my butt, and when I have to talk I just start like, nothing is clicking together. Let's reset. I feel like this video is so important because a lot of times when I see the cool girl makeup looks on like lighter skin, especially using this Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette, it's hard to know what colors complement dark skin best to like get the pretty much the same result, because you can't base it off of like the colors that the other like lighter skin girls use, because it doesn't translate the same on our skin. I realized that because I would look at like the little pamphlet or look at other videos when I was like first learning and copy that, but if they weren't my same skin tone, then it would look completely different on me than on them. So this should be like really helpful because I kind of found the best colors to get the cool girl makeup look on like darker skin. Let's get into this makeup tutorial, and yeah, happy holidays, y'all. So my skin is already moisturized. I'm gonna go ahead and start priming. So I'm using One Size Secure the Sweat on my whole face. And then we are gonna use the oil sucker only on our T-zone. And I will tell you why. The oil sucker is very mattifying. Like, it literally sucks out all the oil. So it's not best to use this on your whole face. Also, if you have dry skin, I'd probably just skip it and not use it at all because it will flake. I have been absolutely loving this brow lamination from Grand Cosmetics. I do get my brows laminated, but it's probably been a few weeks since I've done so. And literally, it just makes you look like you got a fresh eyebrow perm. Even if you don't get your eyebrows perm, like it just slicks it and sets it right where it needs to be. Now for skin, I'm gonna use NYX Blur in shade Mocha. This is a very neutral toned foundation, so that's why I'm using it, because when I'm doing cool looks, I don't like to use foundations that are too golden. That looks better with more like low contrast looks, but when I'm doing anything more high contrast, I'm definitely using a very neutral shade of foundation. Also, for the price, if you guys saw in like my favorite foundation videos, this was like one of my top 3. It is so cheap. It's literally like $9, and I've had this for months, and it's amazing. Like, the coverage, it's full coverage. I'm gonna now fill in my brows. So after I set my brows with the raw lamination, I like to let it dry down a bit because it could be a bit greasy. So then when I fill in my brow with the powder, everything might just like transfer and not really, you know, set into my eyebrows. So I like to let it dry down, do my foundation first. Sometimes I even do other stuff on my face first and go back to my brows last. But in this video, this will just be the 3rd step. But rarely do I fill in my eyebrows right after laying it down with the brow lamination. I also just got my hair done in this hairstyle, and I'm really loving it. It's my first time trying this, and my stylist ate down at Giovanna Braids. It is so cute, like braids in the front, and we did a glue in the back, and I actually got a pack of hair with a lace closure, and it was perfect because we cut it in half and we were able to attach it to the top, so there was no track showing. Like, you learn something new every day, okay? Anyway, back to business. As you guys know, we only clean up under the brows. Like, we don't do on top of the brows anymore. I mean, do what you like. I don't ever want to say we don't do something because I don't want anyone attacking me. Do what you like, but I do not ever put concealer on top of my brows. Like, I remember when I used to do that and it used to look horrible. So only underneath the brows. I like to use a flathead brush, as I call it. I don't know if that's the proper name, but I'm thinking of like a flathead screwdriver, and the brush looks similar. Now, if you're anything like me and you love just like a sharp eyeshadow line, but it can get messy, grab the tape. It's giving Doechii vibes, honestly. I should actually do like a Doechii inspired makeup look, but that'd be so cute. I love her. But yeah, grab the tape and tape it on your eyes, and once you rip that bad boy off, everything will be like perfect. So I'll be showing you guys each shade of eyeshadow I use. I'm using 4 different colors. So my eyeshadow work has gotten a lot better over the past couple of months, and I realized what I was doing wrong was literally using 1 or 2 colors on my eyes. You need to really take your time and build up the eyeshadow, and using less is better than starting with like a lot, because then you can't really like blend it out. So just really taking your time, like blending it out, creates such a better effect and give your eyes so much more dimension. I know it's kind of hard to see the shade names of the colors I'm using, so I will put that in the description box so you guys can know the exact shades I use to build up this look. Or you can, like, if you have the palette, you know, obviously just like match it to the video and that can help as well. I also am obsessed with this fluffy Sigma brush. I use it primarily for all my eyeshadow looks, and I also got this like thing from them. But like you can like pretty much erase the color off of your makeup brush without washing it. It's amazing. When I first saw it, I was like, this is not gonna work, but it worked. So I didn't show it in this video, but I'm gonna link that for you guys as well, because I feel like it comes in handy for someone that, you know, plays around with a lot of eyeshadow, or you just it's gonna sound gross. You don't wash your makeup brushes as often as you should. I actually don't even know how often I should be washing them. Probably once a week, but I don't always wash my makeup brushes every week. I'm not gonna lie. But this takes the color out like perfectly. It's like dry brushing. One thing that I tried differently with this look, I usually didn't put like white inside the crease, and this time I tried it. I think the color is called Avalanche, and that is what you need. Like, you can mix all these other colors. You can change, obviously you guys can see I did like a pinkish purplish hue. You can do more blue tone, like whatever you want, but always have the glitter and always have the pink in the crease. Like, not even glitter, you don't even know so much need the glitter, but the white in your crease. That is like major key for the look to look super icy. I'm literally fumbling all my words. I'm editing on my phone right now, which I normally don't do. I use my computer, but it needed to update, and I just didn't have patience because I really wanted to get this video out. I've been slacking where YouTube is concerned. So I'm like, my phone it is. And I have so much more stuff to do. I don't know if you guys have completed your holiday shopping. Honestly, I get so much PR that a lot of my gifts I just re-gifted. But as in like things for my baby, my husband, yeah, haven't gotten much of that yet. But luckily Luca's only 1, so it's not like he really knows anyway. Like, thus far I literally got like dollar car trucks and put them, just wrap them, and he'll be happy because like he really only likes trucks. And his aunt and uncle got him like a great gift that I cannot top. Pretty much like one of those big trucks that you can drive them around with a remote control. So I'm like, I can't top that gift. And honestly, you guys just saved me money, so that will just be the big gift. But I still need to get something for my husband, and that is just like ... I have no idea. what to get for him. And I'm also hosting a holiday party, which I've also bought nothing for. Listen, I feel like the only thing I am really planned and organized with is content. And not even. I'm just really creative and come up with a lot of ideas, so I'm able to like execute it fast. But when it comes to like hosting, going somewhere, like I am so last minute. Like I tell myself I have so much time when I don't, and I end up just like scrambling the last minute. And it's something I really need to work on for the new year, honestly. I did use 2 concealers, so the high contrast look is optional, but I love a high contrast look, all right? Like, only if I'm doing like a light makeup face, we will do 1 concealer, but in that inner crease. So I also have like a love-hate relationship with the one size concealer. It's perfect for high contrast. Would I use it for my regular concealer? No. It dries down really fast and it's kind of hard to blend. But because when you're doing like more of those high contrast looks, you want it like to kind of stay in that spot. It's perfect for that, like literally perfect. But yeah, for anything else, the blending is just like not easy. Literally the only contour stick I use. Let me also show you guys a little lesson, because when I do my makeup, people be like, you know, the haters, that's too many steps, can't do that. Contour, da, da, da. There's a difference between contour and bronzing. Contour is cool. That is what's gonna add dimension to your face. Bronzing is warm. It warms back up your face. Both of them together, that's the ingredients to the pie. So when you skip it, like it's like not having apples in an apple pie. All right, probably that's a little bit too extreme. Okay, it's like eliminating sugar or butter from the pie. Like you need all the ingredients to get the beat. So for those who think it's too much, mind you, I have plenty of different type of makeup tutorials. Like I have stuff that requires only like 3 steps, but I'm a makeup creator. I wear makeup. Like this is what I do, like full beat or nothing, babes. Like if it's not for you, just keep scrolling. Like those are the only comments I've been hating, is like, it's too much, you don't need it, you don't listen to that. Like there's so much stuff in life we don't need. It's fun, I love it. Like it's just art. Sometimes like I'm this close to becoming Jackie and just like hitting that block button on y'all, because y'all be wilding sometimes. But not most of you guys. I honestly like love you guys. It's just like a handful. Now let me spill the beans on these Juvias Place silky finishing powders, because they are my favorite. I am running through it. So I use warm honey first just to set my face, and then I'm gonna use shortbread to bake with. So one size powders were my favorite, but this kind of topped it, not gonna lie, and it's cheaper and you get more product. This just reminded me of baby powder, but with pigment. Like, you know how baby powder, like, I'm Jamaican and in the Caribbean, like, it's hot, and you put baby powder, like, on your chest, like you always see the girls with baby powder and stuff because it suck up sweat. This is literally like that, but it's talc free, but it's given powder, like, it nice. That's all I have to say. But honestly, I haven't really used one product from Juvias Place that I would say I didn't like, because this is another one of my favorites. I mix both colors and apply both, and it's the perfect bronze for me. And I cake it on, because sometimes I feel like I apply and I'm like, more warmth. Like, I love to look warm around my face. I'm actually kind of shocked that the video is almost done and I was able to talk the whole time. I've never done this, but I guess I'm just feeling super chatty today, because I was like, I'm just gonna put some Christmas music on it and call it a day. But I don't always like doing that, because I feel like it's less personal and I'm not able to explain properly what I'm doing. Also, by the way, what I'm doing is using that angle brush and just touching up the contour on my nose, like making sure that's set as well. Lashes are from Lily Lashes. Only lashes I wear, my favorite. I will rewear one set like 50 times. I think it says 25 plus wears. I will rewear it 50 times, especially the half lash. Whew. I did a full set today, but these still have like a cat eye effect, and they have so much beautiful like cat eye type lashes, and those are like the only ones I wear because I love like a little feisty cat eye look. It's just so beautiful. Another new thing I've been doing with all my looks as well is that little like reverse cat eye liner. Game changer. Like, I've been getting so much compliments every time I do it. It just really makes my eyes pop. So every makeup look, it takes me like an extra 10 minutes, but it's so worth it. I'm literally sitting here like thinking what I'm gonna make for dinner, and I'm like, why do I have to adult? But now I just really want to cook because I saw this video saying Chick-fil-A, just like it has over 50 ingredients, and I just felt disgusted and bad because I got my son Chick-fil-A yesterday, and I'm just like, nothing is good anymore. Like, it's so tough to find like anything pure to put in your body. Not that I thought Chick-fil-A was pure to put in your body, but dang, I thought it was better than McDonald's. But it's like, is it? And honestly, I could live without that stuff, but it's just hard. Like, y'all, if you guys have kids, you understand, like, they can be so picky, very temperamental when they're hungry. Like, it's just easy to grab that stuff sometimes because there isn't much time, and there's not a lot of healthy options or like clean options that are fast food. Like, all fast food is just bad, but Chick-fil-A is as bad as I would get. Like, I've never given my son McDonald's or anything like that. So this lipstick I'm using is from Novabeauty. I'm not even gonna say the shade. Like, I don't want to promote them because they don't want to pay people like ever for anything. So I feel like I don't want to promote them. Anyway, the other lipstick is from Huda Beauty. Love, love, love it. I like to set my face with 2 setting sprays. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter, and then I use the One Size Until Dawn to mattify everything. And this is the finished product. I think we should add some snow. Much better. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.